Hi everyone, this is Brooke Kahn, SVP of Marketing at KB Contract.
I'd love to share the story of our next guest, Brooke Kahn, Senior Vice President of Marketing with KB Contract. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start off by having you share your personal journey and this amazing story behind KB Contract. This is a business that started in 1868. So please start from 1868 for us.
So let's go way back. 1868 in San Francisco during the gold rush. The Keystone family, there were two brothers that started the company, and they were manufacturing saddles, whips, and lashes during the gold rush. And so obviously, looking at KB Contract and kind of the progression of the company, we're not in saddles anymore. But fabric, leather goods, that's kind of the natural progression and innovation for how the company's just changed over the course of 156 years.
And so this came from 1868, and somewhere around 2001, your family purchased this business from the Keystones. Share with us how the family got into this business and a little bit about the background there.
I say I grew up with thread as my blood. My grandfather was in the industry for over 40 years. My father, D. Duncan, has been in the business his whole life, unloading trucks at 16 to ultimately buying Keystone in 2001 with a variety of other partners. But today, the Duncan and Kahn family are almost majority owners, which is exciting. So 2001, 6 weeks before 9/11, the deal was sealed, and the rest is history on how we came into the game. And now I've been personally here for 12, almost 13 years, and just really seeing the progress from where Keystone was to now where KB Contract is a whole new brand entity. It's just really exciting to be a part of.
The remarkable aspect of this is that as you've gone through 2001 to today, you're sitting in the seat as Senior Vice President of Marketing. What brought you to Material Bank? Because we spoke for years, and I know we were trying to figure out the right way to bring you onto the platform. What was it that finally said, okay, let's go all in and do this together?
Like you said, it was a long journey to get to this day, right? And ultimately, we are a relationship-based business, and we are the boots on the ground. We have fantastic sales reps, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you look at the nature of the business and how things are transitioning into kind of a modern digital world. So as we started looking at our brand and how could we fit this in this model together, Material Bank was that natural step for us to kind of get there.
Tell us a little bit about the number of leads we generate for you and how that ranks versus any other sources that in your marketing seat that you get to spend on.
I was floored, to be honest, when we started to get that daily or weekly email and check-in, and having them already be in markets that we have looked at in a commercial space. I mean, the leads compared to other places that we've invested in have really drastically overnight been different. And not only the number, but I would say even last week at a trade show, multiple people came up and had said, I found you from Material Bank.
For us to be able to generate leads that are getting your reps new business, I'd love for you to share with me where you have found new introductions and actually worked your way to specification that you did not know otherwise.
Everywhere that we have a rep, which we have 32, all of them have seen an uptick in getting into places they haven't been. So whether that's New York, whether that's Texas, whether that's here in Atlanta, you name it, they've had success getting into places and just FaceTime with people they haven't been able to.
If one of the other textile companies, there's a lot of them you compete with, and I know it's not easy to say to your competitors, yes, I would recommend this. If one of them turned to you and called you and said, I want to do a reference check, I'm thinking about joining Material Bank. You guys are a large player. You own your own mill. You have a very large presence at 19 warehouses, everything in stock for this community. What would you say to that competitor that was considering joining Material Bank, but maybe was a touch apprehensive?
You have to just try it. You still get your interaction with your reps. You still get the nature of what your business is, but it just adds another element of things filtered your way.
And has there been any surprise in terms of the level of details that you're able to see on Material Bank from our data sets?
I mean, the data is incredible. You get to see and drill down to specifics by territory, by product type, by color. So, especially being in marketing and looking at product, we're now able to utilize that for just what our product future looks like as well. So it's not just today and what the marketplace looks like. I mean, there's other avenues that data information is helpful for.
This is an ecosystem where most of your competitors are going to mills outside of the country. There are very few mills left inside of the US. What are the advantages that KB Contract brings to the designers that are based here and want to purchase American product?
So we have fantastic partners, both stateside and abroad, but that's where we have such a unique advantage is with our partners here stateside. You know, we have incredible relationships to be able to work and create and cultivate products that can meet deadlines. We've always lived in an urgent world, but I think since we all know since COVID, things need to be ready and ready today after budgets now are approved. Projects are back on. So how can I find something that gets the quality that you want, the timeline that you need, and even a design aesthetic that you dream of? So what we've been able to do is with our manufacturing partners here stateside is deliver a rapid ready collection. So goods that you can get thousands of yards in 4 to 6 weeks, and it's delivered to your door.
And share with us a little bit about, you are obviously KB Contract, so the name Contract says a lot, but tell us about the types of projects that you're actually involved in.
Hospitality projects, hotels, guest room seating, lobby furniture. But then you look at restaurants. We are very big into restaurants and restaurant development, both chain restaurants as well as boutique restaurants and kind of your mom and pop restaurants. We also are in the senior living space. So we've seen that transition more into a designer hospitality look than the healthcare, but you still have the healthcare grade products, but just a little bit more design forward.
And give us a few big wins that you've had from the Material Bank leads.
So we are in the Hilton prototypes. So we recently got that win a couple of months ago, and we've really seen, especially from the Material Bank leads, having designers reach out to us through the platform to be able to request those scheme standards.
I'd also love to learn a little bit about your sustainability story. This is a story that's very important for this ecosystem. Share that with us.
So our products are MindClick certified, where we have our products ranked based on 8 different classifications, from our mill partners all the way down to how we distribute our products across the country and ultimately to the client. We really try to kind of streamline that and focus green forward. But we also, when it comes to particular product spaces, we've partnered with what's called the Sequel Initiative. They are a group that takes upcycled marine litter, plastic in the oceans, and they extrude that down into something that can be usable. So it's transitioned into yarn and makes a fabric. So we have now 5 patterns that are part of this sustainable story. Some can go indoor, outdoors. Some are just interior, but they still have a fantastic meaning behind them.
It's a remarkable story. Let me add to you, we just recently obtained our most recent data on the number of packages saved. As you know, we aggregate orders. They go into one box. We recently crossed over 5 million plus packages that have been saved So thank you as a brand partner for supporting Material Bank and the entire sustainable movement. So I'd love for this audience, many of them who still do not know KB Contract, who may not have tried your products, if they come to Material Bank, what would you suggest that they take a look at? Maybe from one of your recent collections or any direction you could give them.
They need to look at our new product release called Essence. It's in our Rapid Ready collection. Again, quick lead time, amazing price point. But Essence, I'm saying, is essential. It can go anywhere. It has a great look. It has a great feel and is really a great backbone fabric you can build on with pattern designs, but really as a staple solid. So between that and then our other faux leather Burton that has just exploded. It started as a custom that I worked on with our rep here in Atlanta, and it's now turned into a full color line that's a matte distressed leather look that is a fantastic vinyl to use again anywhere.
On behalf of the entire team at Material Bank, I want to thank you for joining Material Bank, for achieving success with the thousands of leads you receive each and every single month. You've been amazing supporters of us, and we look forward to working together for a very long time to come.